What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to the Wisconsin Werewolves franchise mode. Last episode, we did sim this season of our second year. This is our third year now, and we did make the playoffs. Went through the draft, got made some trades, got two really good prospects, and then made free agent splashing out Gabriel Landeskog. Now we stand December 1st, and we are 11-9-3. So not off to the best start, but I think we could definitely change around. Since if we win one game, we move up 2 spots. So this episode I have some news. I did make a coaching change. I hired this forward head coach, and I demoted our Gagnon generalist to our associate head coach. That's one big move because I wanted to build a little bit extra chemistry. So now our team, I did trade Eric Stahl, but I forgot who I traded him for. I think I traded him for, take a look at the team real quick, for Akil Thomas. I got Akil Thomas just because he's a playmaking center I think we could grow. He's off to a good start, 11 points, 23 games. Now, this wasn't my team. The team before this was something like this. And Janssen was here, where Janmark is, but I have a plan. I'm going to put Thomas on the first line, Bracco in the third, and I'm going to probably trade away Anthony Cirelli just because two ways I'm not that good with, and I just don't think he's going to get any better than 85. And he's had some good years with us, 62, 67, great years with us. But I think there's someone out there who I think will fit this second line to play along with Gurianov, who fits this line perfectly, and Evander Kane. And if it's not a +5 line, it'll be a +3. If you want to see the defense, here it is. I think I'm going to have to get another defensive because Brandon Carlo does not fit really anywhere, and Hayden Fleury doesn't really fit this new coaching. So Hayden Fleury might be on the trading block too, but Jacob Larson definitely fits. But Drysdale doesn't really fit that much. He fits good on the third pairing, but I don't want to play him there. But also I picked up Rykov. He fits perfectly. I forgot who I traded for him too. But we got Rykov, and then we have Lundqvist and Merzlinken. So let's tell you, we're going to make some trades, and maybe we'll sim a little more. So there's a lot of defensemen, veteran defensemen who are on the trading block who I want to maybe target, but there's one team in particular I want to go to and target. See, Ryan Murray's right there. He's a two-way defenseman. He actually fits all of our defensive pairings, so him right there, we could replace Hayden Fleury with him. Taking a look here at, this is the Ryan Suter. He's another one. He's a defensive defenseman. Obviously, we all know Ryan Suter's big contract. He's getting paid 8.8, but his contract I think went up because Minnesota didn't have enough money. But he fits our defensive pairing too, and if we put him alongside of Drysdale, that could probably be a +3 line just because Carlo doesn't fit that line. But he does make 8.8. It might go down. I'm not so sure just because we have cap for 4 more years. So I think we would only need Suter for at least 2 more because he's still an 87. He'll probably drop down to like an 83 when he hits like 30, maybe 8. Hopefully not next year, but he's someone we can maybe get. But that's who I'm looking at first. First, I'm going to come to the Nashville Predators, and on the trading block, they have Matt Duchene, who of course signed a big contract, playmaking center, who fits our second forward line. Obviously, he's getting paid a lot for 5 more years, but I think we could handle it. Plus, if he plays extraordinary well with Gurianov and Evander Kane, and also, I wasn't really going to target him, but Philip Forsberg also on the trading block. He is a two-way forward, but he fits the top 6 forward line, so I'm pretty sure we could find a spot for him. If we can't, we'll trade him away. Simple as that. So they're both 81, 80, but I think Duchene's like an 86 and Forsberg's probably like an 85 just because I guess they're not happy in Nashville. So looking to what we're going to give up. Cirelli's going to be part of the package. I think who else? Cirelli. I'm going to trade away Anders Janssen because he doesn't really fit our team, our new coaching style. You can't really see. That's why I didn't have him in the lineup. So Anders Janssen, Cirelli, boom. Obviously, we extended Cirelli, but it doesn't really matter anymore. I also made a signing. Actually, we could throw Carlo in here just because, yeah, we're going to throw Carlo. Let's see if that'll get it done. So Anthony Cirelli, Anders Johnson for Matt Duchene and Carlo. See if that gets it done. Okay. I actually thought I had to throw a little bit more in, but we traded away Cirelli, Anders Johnson, and Carlo for basically 2 stars. So let's see what they are at. So Duchene's up to an 86 and Forsberg's an 86. So nice. Nice. So let's go to edit lines. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm just going to plug in Matt Duchene here. And if he gives us a +3, that's great. Maybe a +5. Okay, it's a +3. But still, that's good. +3. So we have +3 on all 3 of these lines. That's huge. What's the defense? Oh, okay. Do we have an extra defender I can just throw in? We have Mark Stahl. Okay, just throw in Mark Stahl for a second. Okay, it doesn't really fit either. Just for a second. Okay, so that's a trade number 1. Now, yes, Barzell's on the trade block. He actually does fit our first line, but we're not going to get him because we already had him in the Anaheim Ducks franchise. But coming to the Blues, they have all these defensemen. They have... Ooh, Braden Schen's on the trade. What is Braden Schenn? He's a 2-way. They have Justin Folk, who's an offensive defenseman who fits our first pairing. He could be big there. They have Parenko, who we're not going to get because we already used. They have Dustin Byfuglien, who's going to be a free agent, but he fits our first pairing. But I don't really think we need Byfuglien. I think I'd rather Suter over Byfuglien. But Folk is definitely somebody we could try to get. But I think I'm going to get Suter. Maybe they could retain some salary. It would be cool if they did, but I don't know if they will. But let's just see for Ryan's honest with you. We could try to trade it. Maybe we could trade away like Paulus. You know, he's a power forward, but we could find another power forward. He was, what did we trade back in? And we selected him, what, 9th? You know, Justin Folk is 29. He's got 6 more years on his contract, though. Shit, I don't know. What does Byfuglien fit? Does he fit our second line or our first line? I need him to fit our second line. Ah. Why couldn't what's-his-name work? Parenko. Parenko fits the second line, but like we already used Parenko, so I don't want to get him again. You know what? Let's get Justin Folk. I just have a funny feeling he'll be good. Let's see if we get an extra pick for him. Just because we're giving up big prospect here. Rejected. Let's try to get a third. Justin Folk on a third. Still rejected. Some other picks. Late rounders. Rejected. I don't even know if they'll do it straight up. Alright, straight up. They won't even do it straight up. Maybe we'll have to throw in a pick, which we've kind of been trading away a lot. Okay, so we throw in a 4th round pick along with our high top 6 power forward prospect, but we get Justin Folk. So I'm gonna have to see how he fits. So I am going to just edit the lineup real quick. Alright, so I have an idea, because we really need a defenseman, and like I said, I think, and also, I know what, I might have figured out a line combination that actually gets a plus with 2-way forwards, and I'll show you what I mean, because I actually just put Forsberg in, he gave me a nice plus. So with Suter, I think we're going to have to trade Hayden Fleury, and I don't understand how they're going to be under the cap. It doesn't make sense to me, I'm sorry. What if we throw in Fleury? How much did we sign Mark Stahl for? Stahl. No. Because we really need... Okay, there we go. Trade's finally in. So we're Hayden Fleury and Josh Anderson. But Josh Anderson is giving us a +3. But I think we could find another power forward. Because the third line was Forsberg, who's a 2-way forward. Forsberg, Bracco, playmaker, and then Josh Anderson, power forward. Let's see if we get a first. No. So a 2-way playmaker, power forward gave us a +3. So keep that in mind. See if we get a second and third. So Hayden Fleury and Anderson for a defensive defenseman we really need, and an extra pick along the way. So thank you very much. So like I said, we're gonna have to find another power forward. Do we even have one? We're gonna have to just plug somebody in. No, I don't believe we have another power forward. But I'm just going to plug someone in. Maybe we'll have to go find one. Just plug in Mikheyev, who actually fits perfectly there. So yeah, you can kind of see the defense wasn't really working out, but now with Ryan Suter, if we plug him in here, there we go. So Suter gives Drysdale a +3, and Justin Folk, does he give a +5 anywhere? Folk doesn't really fit on the top line. But if we put Vince Dunn on the third line, he gives a +1. Or do we want to keep and we'll give Folk top line with Rykov? I guess we could just do that because I don't really think Vince Dunn's really gonna develop anymore. Maybe, but that gives us a lot of depth. So our defense definitely got a lot better. Folk and Suter, very good. Like I said, Suter's on a pretty big contract, but I think we'll make it work. Special teams, what else? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to edit more of these. Like, look at the power play; it's not looking good. I'll definitely edit this real quick. Let me just make sure before we start, simming. I just now have to go get a what's it called? Ooh, we get a +5 on the power play here. Okay, so we found the power forward. I just picked up Julien Gauthier. Yes, we did use him in the Ducks franchise, but he was like the only guy who I could find. I did see Taylor Radish, but I couldn't get him because I didn't have nothing to trade. But here is the team. You see Forsberg, Bracco, and Gauthier +3. Gurianov, Duchesne, Kane +3. None of these really change. Hoffman, Akil Thomas, who if we changed them, yeah, it wouldn't make a difference. I mean, it would. And then we have Lowry, Virtanen, who we have on the fourth line now, and we called up Dimitri Bure, who we got. He's a low top 6. Yeah, we drafted him, whatever. And the defense, we're going to go with Folk on the top line. Even though it doesn't get a +3 or still a +1 with Rykov, we're going to do that. If we kind of try to move these guys around, no, it's not going to work. Then we have Ryan Suter playing along with Jamie Drysdale, and then Jacob Larson playing along with Vince Dunn. Goaltending, we're still going to go with Lundqvist and Merzlikins. I think Lundqvist he's been way better than Merzlikins, so we're going to go with Lundqvist starter, and Askarov we're going to play in the AHL, and he'll probably be our goaltender next year. So that is the team. All those big moves we made. I just want to make Ryan Suter number 20 if it's available, because that's his number. Oh, and if you wanted to see who's 20, forget Adam Lowry. If you wanted to see our captains, we have actually Gabe Landeskog as our captain. We got Vince Dunn, but we could give out an assistant captaincy, and I think we'll give it to Suter just because he's got the experience. Forsberg, I want him to be number 9, but Evander Kane's number 9. Let's make Forsberg number 21, like Peter Forsberg, and I want to make this Dimitri Bure number 10. And I know Adam Lowry will be 42, whatever, doesn't matter. But there we go. We have a pretty solid team all around. Still, I don't think we really have like too big of a star. I mean, we do have what's his name? Forsberg is now our leading scorer with 24 points, 24 games. I think it was Landeskog before at 17 points. So let's simulate a bunch. I guess we could simulate. We'll simulate to this Ranger game, and then we'll call it probably an episode. Like Duchesne, you didn't even play a game yet. Come on. With these, I always just try to persuade them. I really barely, and most of the time, I don't even do whatever they want. But he's playing second line, first power play. Really? I'm hoping we could. Oh, I also signed Lettieri just because for an NHL guy. So back-to-back losses, not a good start. Think this is a team that we could definitely try to make a playoff spot. Our division's really not that tough right now. We have, I couldn't see, 3-2 win. All right, so we got points in 3 straight games. 6-4 loss. Columbus. There we go. Nice win right there. So we have 34 points. We're in like the middle. We're 5th spot. Nice shutout win right there. You see the highest team, I think, second place had 40. So we're right there along in our... And it might take us some time, you know. Obviously, our new team, get the chemistry going. So we've been on a little bit of a point streak here. There's a shutout loss. Nothing... Not like it's Melker Carlson for, nah, whatever. Carlson's on our AHL. 2 back-to-back 4-3 losses. Come on, guys. Let's figure it out. Slow start. Obviously, another loss. Usually we'll have, or sometimes, oh my god, a 2-0 loss. We're on a brutal losing streak right now. Brutal losing streak. We really gotta figure it out here. Oh my goodness. Vander Kane, I'm sorry you're playing out there. I think the whole team is playing. I really don't care what he has to stay, whatever. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the goaltending. I don't know if it's... I don't know. It doesn't seem like we're scoring many goals. That's a thing, too. And our first power play is +5. Mark Stahl for a 4th and a 5th. Yeah, I'm not using Mark Stahl, sure. What would I have to do? Mark Stahl wasn't even up. Ah, God, it's the freaking AHL. There's best lines. I just didn't want the NHL lines to get messed up. Whatever, it's fine. I don't really care about the AHL. 4, there we go. Alright, 3-game winning streak here. Try to get back in the win column. We're kind of fell behind and we lose the Devils. That's not that great. Another loss, 6-4. I don't know. Oh, God. 5-1. Yikes. We really got to get going here because we don't want to drop off too much. And 2-1. Islanders, they're rebuilding. Not really now. 6-3. Look at this trade. Big one. Yikes. Philly, 4-1. Oh, my goodness. This is not really what I thought would happen. I thought we would be a lot better. There's a nice 6-1 victory. But maybe the second half of the season will help. I might actually just sim the rest of the season. I don't really know what other trades to make. I think let's just ride out this team. You know, obviously I'm trying to contend with a bunch of veteran. Whoa, Kubalik and Galchenyuk to Los Angeles for 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Wow, nice trade there. Edmonton. No, was that 8-3? Jeez. So we're 47 points. Yikes, not looking good. I think we're like 20 points behind. Yeah, this is not looking good. I think we're gonna miss the playoffs a 2nd year in a row. Even though we have a lot of chemistry, Duchesne with 40, it doesn't really look like we're scoring a lot. Guryanov, I mean, the goals are there. Kane's got 19, 13, 15. I don't know. It doesn't really look like the scoring's been there. I mean, what is... Drysdale only has 15 points. Like, that's not really going to do it. Gauthier has 5. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. It doesn't really look like our... It doesn't... I don't know if it's goaltending. I mean, Lundqvist is a 9-1-3. He's still playing decent. You know, Merzlikins not playing that well. I think it's just... I just don't think we're scoring enough goals. I think that's what our problem is. So maybe the second half of the season will improve. I'm not sure. But I'm just going to sim through the deadline. I don't want to make any other trades. And we'll sim to the end of the season. After a pretty brutal beginning to this new team. And doesn't really look like it's getting any better as we lose 3. Oh, we just go on brutal losing streaks. Yeah, this season is a bust. Definitely a bust. Not a good look for the Wisconsin Werewolves. I thought I could make this all work. I mean, I did build a good team. You know, we did get a new coach. Wow. Ooh, look at this. Pittsburgh gets Demko, and Florida gets Malkin, Hornquist, and a 6. Holy smokes, that's a big trade. Sakara, no, I don't need him. Just hasn't been a good... Alright. back-to-back shutout. Okay. Nice little 3-game winning streak. We could probably get back in. I mean, we're like 13 points behind a playoff spot. We need to really go off here. Obviously, we have Akil Thomas playing number 1 center, but obviously he's here to develop. Okay, we're starting to get a couple wins going here. So another one. Winnipeg. All right, we'll take a shootout loss. 6-1 loss. Oof. All right, we're starting to. All right, the second half of the season, or second, I guess not really half, but last quarter of the season looks like we've been improving a lot. I don't know if it's gonna be enough to get a playoff spot, but I think definitely something to end, a good way to end off the season with a nice little. Ooh, man, March has been us, man. We've been killing it in March. As I say that, we lose. Okay, we lose 1. I thought we were gonna lose 2 in a row. 73 points. We can. I don't think we're gonna get there. 75. Yeah, we're not gonna get there. I don't think it's possible, but we did have a really good last quarter of the season. 78 points. Yeah, top 3 guys. Top 3 teams in our division were all 100 points. Duchesne finishing. Well, season's not over yet. We still have 2 more games. Excuse me. 2-1 win. Duchesne's gonna play 83 games. Well, that's weird. Okay, well, that is the season. We end it with 36 wins, 38 losses, and 8 overtime losses with 80 points. Matt Duchesne had 74 points. Let's see how. And we miss out on the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row in our 3rd year. Duchesne, I think, had a pretty good year. I'm not going to lie. I mean, what do you have with us? 56 points. Duchesne was really good with us. Really good. Plus 21. He was a good acquisition. Kane, 32 goals. Plus 23. He was nice, too. Gurianov with 61 points. He's up to an 86. That's good, and we have him on a really good contract next few years. Gabe Landeskog in his 1st year with us, 20 goals, 59 points. Not the best. Of course, we're paying him 11.6 just to try to get that star. Hoffman with 21 goals. He's declining. He might be someone we have to trade. He's a decent, but good depth player. Forsberg had 24 points with us. He didn't really come with that same fire, even though he was playing on a good +3 line. 10 points in the power play, but he had 27 points in 59 games. Justin Falk had a nice 51-point season. Played pretty good with us. 59 points, 59 games, and 34 points. Not bad for Justin Falk. Akil Thomas entered his 1st full year, I believe, with 38 points. Decent. He's growing. I think he could be something. For Tannen, of course, what do you have with us? 19 points, 4th line guy. Rykov had 18 goals. Usually when I create players, they always score a lot of goals. So Rykov, 31 points, not bad. Jeremy Bracco with 31 points, not the best. Kind of had it basically exactly what he had last year. Drysdale with 28 points in 82 games. +9 though, and he's up to an 85, so looking for a nice year from him. Suter, not really that great in the points. 15 points, +7 though, not bad, not bad. He did drop to an 85, so that's a little concerning. Yikes. Vince Dunn with 23 points. I don't think Vince Dunn's really going to grow anymore. I think 82. Obviously, we put him on the 3rd line, 3rd pairing, but we could maybe trade him. Gauthier, looks like that was all he played. Yep. 12 points, 59 games, up to a 75. Actually, I think he was 75. And Dimitri Burry had 7 points. Larson, 7 points. Okay. Just check the goaltending. I mean, Lundqvist with 21 wins, 18 losses, 9-1-7, not bad. Looks like Lundqvist played very well. Merzlikins didn't do as good. But, I would say good seasons from certain guys, and I think actually next year we should be a lot better. Let me just see what Askarov is looking like. So I want to see how he played. Obviously Gurianov's growing, Drysdale grew. Ascarov's up to an 80, so he could definitely be a backup now. He could maybe be our starter. Let me just see his stats. So, is this his stats right here? 26 wins, 9 losses, a 9-1-4. Okay, so he played very well with our AHL affiliate. Alright, and you can see Guryanov's up to an 86. Drysdale up to an 85. So, all right, and we still have free agency. You know, I think there's like guys like Morgan Riley's going to be a free agent. So we could add more, obviously, and possibly at the draft if we get a top pick. Let me just see who's expiring. So Bracco, I just want to see what he's asking for. He didn't really have a great year. And you know what? I think that's a really good contract for him. So we'll do 4 years, 2.58 for 10 and what is he's going to be? Sure, why not? We have a lot of money. Forsberg does. How is Forsberg an 80? What? Why is Forsberg upset? Whoa, man! I don't think that's worth it at all. Not a good look. I probably should have looked in. I don't know why Gauthier wants. Sure, why not? So, yikes. Philip Forsberg, for some reason, is not happy, I guess, because he just didn't play that well. Didn't get really, I guess he was playing third line. But he wants $9 million. That's a big yikes. Especially, we could probably replace him, but goalies, Lundqvist retiring. I think, yeah, we'll maybe bring back Lundqvist on a 1 year. Tokarski we're going to need back because the scar will be up, and we'll probably either keep Lundqvist or trade him or trade Merzlikins. Probably trade Merzlikins just because Lundqvist had a better season, but that's going to do it. Next episode we'll do the draft, we'll do off season, and then we will, and I'll update you on who accepted the contracts. I'm pretty sure everybody will, but we'll get the next season going and probably simulate a good chunk. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously, we made a lot of big moves. Didn't really turn out as what we wanted, but some of the players did play very well, like a guy like Matt Duchene. And I will see you guys in the next one.